Who should you not have sex with? This lesson goes particularly to men. I will be coming for the women. Now, what type of women should you avoid having sex with? Do you know that it is not good to engage in sexual affair with just any woman? Now, the type of women you should not have sexual affair with. 1, women with odor coming from their vulva, from the vagina. You must also be very sensitive that those ladies with infections will have discharges, and if they are not having discharges, they will have some kind of odor. So there are times you must try to bring your face closer down as if you are romancing somebody. If you get some kind of odor, please take an excuse. You can even pretend that you are called up somewhere. You are not ready for the exercise again. Because these are signs you will be engaging in sex that will lead to trouble. That can bring you problem. I know a lot of people do not care to protect themselves, to use precautions, take precautions to stay safe. You know, there are certain moments people meet women in bars, in nightclubs, at certain celebration grounds, at wake keep ceremonies, and in some strange environments. That does not give you, a pass to just plunge in there in the name of sex. Please, any woman with odor coming from the vagina, from the vulva, avoid to have sex. Rather, remind her there is odor, which is an indication of an infection. There is need to go to the hospital. If you truly love her, you will go with her to the hospital. After thorough screening, she can take treatment. And you too, you screen yourself. Both of you could be safe. And in the course of that, you gradually know yourselves. Any other sign of infection, sign because it could really be physical for you to see. It may include rashes on the vulva. You may find dark spots, all dark spots, and she may tell you, oh no, this one are just shaving rash. When I shave it itches. Good. But are these dots ringing a bell? Yes. Go deeper. Please, you can help that woman now to take to hospital. I'm begging you, the men, don't just fall inside the vagina. Please. Any other sign of infection, it could even be warts, vulvar warts. You will find them projected like that, looking rough. Some of you see this, you even doubt what it is, but it doesn't stop you. Why? Do you have two heads that when one is cut? Or do you have two lives? When you die with this life, another life will exist. You can take precautions and live longer. When we talk reproductive health, both partners need to be healthy. They need to be healthy. Now, please, number 3, when you penetrate, if you do, even with condom, even with preservative, and the woman shouts of pain inside the vagina, what we call dyspareunia, please stop. Take her to the hospital. If you truly love her, advise her to go to hospital. There is a problem that could be causing this dyspareunia, this painful sex. It could be superficial pain. It could be deep pain, indicating a problem in the pelvis. Men, do you want to contract a disease from this woman? Then you can go ahead with the sex. Now that we give you the knowledge to be cautious and stay safe so that you don't get contaminated easily. There are signs that could tell you that I need to help this lady follow up, treat her system. Then we can gradually see if sex or sexual affair is safe for us. Please take these precautions. Number 4, if a lady is a sex worker, therefore you are supposed to know the lady a bit for some time, and then you would have talked with her. Please try to know a lady very well. If possible, know her friends. Know where she's coming from. Know about some of her sisters, some of her activities. What does she do? If it's a sex worker, we don't like using the word prostitute. We call the word prostitute, it looks as if you are insulting somebody, but we know there are actually women who have sex, who do sex for a living, from one man to the other and get money. Yes, they are called sex workers. Be careful with them. Stay away from them. This is my sincere advice to you. Now, number 5, strange women. If a woman is strange, meaning that you just met the person in a bar, you just met the person in a nightclub, you just met this woman in a kind of setting, in a wake keep, in a kind of marriage ceremony somehow, please. This is what some people call sex at first date. You just met somebody and your very first meeting with the person, you are going in for sex. When have you studied this lady? What do you know about her? What if she's a mami wata, like others say mami wata? Means something spiritual about her. Or you don't believe they could be spiritual women? A lot of them are in our nightclubs. A lot of them come to our occasions, to our bars, that you don't know where they're coming from. It's like they're just coming from a pit of hell. It's like they're just coming from some river, from some waterfall. They are just coming from some, I cannot even imagine, some just emanate from the ground, to just appear from the air, and you just call them women. Is it every woman that opens the legs and you plunge yourself inside? I say no. Men, open your eyes. Sometimes you need to deal with a woman, interact with a woman 2-3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, gradually know the person. Where is she coming from? Who does she live with? And is she having a child? Has she gotten married before? So some of these things, did you really take time to know her? Because some of us find it difficult in life, and many things are blocked in our lives because of one sexual affair you had with a woman. Someday, somehow. And such a lady took away your star, complete. A kind of dangerous spirit that is living in the woman, automatically you carry it. You instead of contracting an infection, which may even be better because you have medicines, antibiotics, and others that you could treat. Where will you treat spiritual issues from? Or you don't believe in? Then hear from me, dear brother. Be careful with sex with a stranger, with a strange girl, somebody you are not very familiar with. Number 6, be careful with older women older than you, especially when these women are at least 5 years, 10 years older than you the man. Especially when the women are from 5 years, 10 years or more older than you. It looks like even there is a spirit in that doesn't even accept it as a normal thing. Then it needs you to be with this person for a couple of weeks, months, a lot of acquaintance made, a lot of understanding made. Who has she married before? Who has she been dating before? The kind of the number of children she has had. Has she had these children with different men? A lot of interactions. Some of these people like this have gathered enough of dangerous spirits here and there, and you just come and plunge yourself inside, and you start dwindling down. You start finishing. Everything of yours start crumbling. I know somebody may ask, are you a spiritualist to know all this? Take the advice or get yourself into such trouble. Since you want to be Thomas before you believe, please take care. There are a lot of women out there that are not safe. There are a lot of women that have had interactions with the most dangerous people on earth. But when you see them, they look very attractive. There are a lot of women that have also gathered. They are just like bags of trouble. Do you really pray for the lady you will have to come in contact with? That is my advice. Give yourself some time to pray. And not only pray with words. Take actions of cleansing. Of even spiritual cleansing. Physical cleansing. Medical cleansing on the different ways. And be double sure that you can engage to be safe. Subscribe to our channel. Like and share. Please, if you doubt that I have mentioned and even spoken more detailedly about spiritual issues, you can ask me questions. You must not forget, some of the men in our community are suffering. They try their hand on everything in life and it fails. And they seem not to even think about spirituality. Even those who go to church seem to commit with the kind of pastors or prophets who are only good at saying out, out, out with no action. Prayer is good, but action to accompany the prayer is best. A lot of you must have stepped on wrong toes. A lot of you must have wronged somebody someday, somehow. Seek the face of God. He is going to deliver you. Thank you. Thank you. My contacts: 674 60 5469. If you're out of Cameroon, start with +237. Thank you. Thank you.